Let's hear from the coach. This is Behind the Beard with Bobby Smirniotis, Forge FC head coach and sporting director. Now, the woman who takes us there, here's Mackenzie Barwell on the Forge Audio Network.
What do we got today?
We're going to keep it short and sweet.
Oh, I love that.
Well, we've got 48 hours in between two games,
Yes.
so I figured it's probably best that way.
We're only going on our 6th game in 20 days, or 21.
No, I think you're right with 21. Well, didn't you say in the press conference like 5 games in 18 days?
Yeah.
What the heck? Okay. Well,
Here we are.
I thought my voice was going to be worse than yours, but I actually think you don't sound very good.
No, not too bad.
Well, both of us were doing, I think, some screaming yesterday.
Yeah,
so.
you had to a little bit. It was, it was a good amount of noise in there in a good way. So to
Yeah.
get some instructions across, we had to be a little bit louder than usual. But this is the game.
I felt like I was a part of the battalion yesterday. Yes.
Where were you?
We were in, so if you're standing where you were, at the center field, we were like far left, right, Dan? Like in the corner, lower bowl.
Got it.
We had such a good view, especially in the first half, because we were close to everybody. But then
Yeah. So you saw the penalty.
I did. Up close and personal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Dude, I don't think we had anyone recording over there. No VAR, but I do have it in my
There
brain.
you go. You got it
locked
up
in.
there. Okay.
But no, we had a couple of the battalion chants going. The battalion was opposite to
Yes.
us, upper.
We could hear them.
Did you hear them?
Of course we did.
They were so loud.
They were excellent.
It was insane. I genuinely, I could barely see them, but it sounded like what they were saying was echoing.
It was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was dedicated as well, I'm not going to lie.
Of course.
I was standing and screaming. One of my friends who was a photographer that was actually next to Daniel texted me and was like, lock in, get professional right now. I was
Nope.
Yeah, no.
It's game day.
Well, we'll talk about that game very quickly and then obviously move on to what will be not tomorrow, but the next day. You talked about in the press conference how you anticipated their aggression. You thought the team handled it well. You had opportunities of your own, but ultimately that one goal shortly into the second half would be the decider. So having a night now, looking back, what do you think you made of, or how do you evaluate the team's overall just effort and performance?
Yeah, effort was very good. Performance on our best days, I'm always going to ask for more. So I thought that defensively we're very good. We shut down a lot of spaces, and they're a dangerous team. They got players that can open up the game very quickly, especially with guys like Richie Laria back in the lineup, Jonathan Osorio as well. So, we wanted to make sure we closed things up, and I thought we made things quite difficult for them. And knowing, that one of their weak parts of their game this year has been just their overall defending, especially in the open field, and trying to catch them a little bit in some of these transition moments, and also in moments where we can be a little bit better on the ball. And I thought we were good in those ends. Where we needed to be better was when we had the ball in their half, and traditionally this is the best part of our game.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were as sharp. We're maybe a little bit slow on the pass, or maybe looking to sometimes to make that extra pass where we could have had a good opportunity to the goal. And those are a little bit the margins that you need. And then the game is. It's an interesting game, right? Because, with one goal, you kind of control a lot of things in your hands. And, we've gone down. We reacted very well. We created an excellent opportunity with Jordan Hamilton at the back post.
Yeah.
We thought that was there.
Saw that one too.
Para's done well to get into the box, and, he gets taken down by Bernadeschi, which it's a clean penalty. But, if there's VAR, they'll look at it, they'll point to the spot, and then off we go. Unfortunately, there's not, and the referee decided otherwise, and you got to live with that, because that's a play that's not going to come back. So it's it's those fine margins, and then when you look at it over 2 legs, you say to yourself, each team was better than the other one. In a lot of phases, you look at the first game, and I thought we totally outplayed them, and they were the better team on the night last night, but the margins are very small.
Mm-hmm. Well, you just pointed out some of those individual moments, Jordan and Danny being 2, but I also want to talk about Malcolm, who you mentioned yesterday as well, because, of course, Richie Laria being back, he was really holding it down at right back. And he wasn't the only one going toe-to-toe with his matchup. So what do you think that says about the individual quality on this roster and the confidence that you should take away from that one?
Yeah, he had an excellent performance. We talk about a lot of other guys in our team a lot, but this is a guy who, last night, and to be honest, in all the games in the Canadian Championship against Toronto and Montreal has been excellent for us. And he had a tough task in there because, it was either Richie on the left side or Insigne coming at him.
What?
All right, and yeah, he was excellent both defensively and on the ball.
Yeah.
And getting us out of the back and making some great decisions and some great runs going forward. So, his performance was fantastic, and he's been excellent for us all year.
We said it earlier, 5 games in the past 18, soon to be 6 in 21. I don't know, you do the math for me. Pacific are in a similar situation in the sense that they come off their side of the semi and the Can Champ. So how do you think that'll just affect the game in general on Friday?
Yeah, it all depends. It's maybe they're a little bit fresher with what they've done before.
Right.
We've had the congested schedule a little bit to make up a game against Halifax and so on. But it's never easy coming off of these cup games, for any team, because it's not only the physical demand, it's the mental side of it and the emotional drain that you have from, playing knockout matches. That it takes some time to get back into. We rely on our depth and our players and our ability to to play and stay true to what we want to do in league play, and I think that's our guiding light, and that's what we're going to look forward to here on Friday. And it's an important match for us because we know 3 points keeps us where we want to be, and it gives us a good ability to freshen everyone up, adjust. As for the first time in a long time, I think we're going to have 8 days between a game.
That feels like a vacation.
Yeah.
That feels like a a mid-season break.
Yes. So, August has been a very busy month for us, an excellent month for us, and what we've been able to do and climb up the standings and put ourselves in first place over the last couple of weeks. But we know just where we were a few weeks ago and where we are now, that in this league things change quick, so you got to make sure you stay sharp with the assignment that's in front of you. And fatigue is fatigue and all of this stuff, but the game is on Friday night, and there's an important 3 points from there. We put everything aside and catch our breath after that one.
Well, fatigue, you talk about the mental and physical drain. Knowing that will play a factor, you also talked about how important it is to translate the competitiveness that are between teams in the Canadian Championship back into the regular season. Pacific, as I said, in a similar situation and will likely aim to do the same thing. So with that in mind, how or in what ways do you think they'll impose challenges? Yeah,
we've got to turn into this game and make sure we're 100% focused. The same way we're focused, last night and the last few games in league play. And just into our individual tasks, group tasks, and the team task, we need to make sure that that's on the highest alert, because I think that's the one thing that comes with these quick turnarounds is those concentration levels.
Right.
Where you can play some excellent football, but then, there's a couple of slip-ups or maybe, players not wanting to take on certain assignments. That's the one thing we got to be careful about in these games. And we've seen it before where we've gone out and done a great job against CF Montreal in an away game, and then, kind of left ourselves short in a follow-up game against Ottawa, where small details, although we played good football, small details cost us. So we just need to make sure we're aware of that. You learn from that. We've had that happen to us, something we'll be talking about in our preparation against Pacific. But I'm confident in the guys. They know how to go out there and not get the job done, but really be in tune with what we're asking and put in their maximal effort.
Mm-hmm. And then 8 days after that.
Yes.
Got to figure out how to fill your time, I guess.
Yes. That's okay. Everyone will need a day or two to kind of regenerate and get things.
Let's just pause.
Because then it's go time again. Then it's final stretch time. And that's the importance of Friday night, being able to play at home, come out with 3 points, then you have 7 matches left, which is one match against every team as you move in. So it's, the playoffs apparently started in October, but it's playoff time.
I'm sure that's a stat I probably should have known. 7 more games after this week, Whew, okay. Just quickly going back to the TFC game, I want to point out, obviously we didn't see Cisse.
Yeah.
So what did you notice, if anything, about his absence in the team, and what is the update on his status?
Yeah, he's looking good today. He was good in training, so that's good. But, he had a little bit of a knock ankle in that game against York. that probably was too soon for him to come back yesterday. And
Yeah.
we could have used his energy yesterday, of course, in his play. But you got to make sure you're doing the right things by him and the team for what we have in front of us. So, he's good in training today. We'll see how he goes tomorrow, and hopefully he's ready for selection on Friday night.
Good to hear. And now I know what knock means. Hey,
there you go.
Remember that?
Yes.
Okay. What did training look like today, though? Because we're +1, but also -2.
Yes.
How do we balance that? What did it look like?
+1 for a group that played yesterday, and -2 a little bit for the group or guys who didn't play a lot yesterday or were out of the lineup. So 2 groups. Coaching staff here gets it organized very well and split responsibilities. Not our first rodeo.
Yeah, okay. Now, as I said, Friday is our Y2K theme night.
Yes.
So I just want to talk a little bit Y2K before we wrap up here.
What's the Y stand for?
Yeah, very funny. Okay, so before we started recording, I actually didn't know. Everybody just says Y2K. Nobody actually says what that means. It's the year 2000. Wait, what's the K?
K means 1,000.
What?
K means 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Again, one of these issues with like cash or something that has to do with money, because it's just on a plastic card for you.
What,
Like if I was to give you 2K, what am I giving you?
You're right, $2,000.
You knew that?
Yes. I was
did?
there.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I actually have never thought about breaking down Y2K.
Yeah. And maybe Y doesn't stand for here officially, but I'm pretty sure it does. The same way K stands for 1,000. So
Thank you.
Year 2000.
Just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
We want to make sure all the viewers have that context
no,
as well.
it was important that we clarify that.
Do you remember anything funny that you wore in the early 2000s that you kind of giggle looking back at?
I'm sure everything we wore looked funny.
Well, come on, give me an
It's
example.
every-
Like, what can you-
I can't remember if we were in like baggy jeans or
Yeah,
tight
there's
jeans.
for sure
I
there
can't
was-
remember what we were in, but you used to have to go out to nightclubs and you'd have to wear dress pants.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What? No
Yeah,
shot.
that was probably like really late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay,
and maybe
that
there was
feels like a late 90s
There
thing,
was a
actually.
switch over at that point. I can't remember.
You wore dress pants to the
Yeah,
club?
it's like you were going to church
What?
to go out.
What about like the suit as well?
No, not
No,
supposed
okay,
to.
we gotta keep it chill on the
Yeah,
top.
keep it chill on top.
Business on the
So it was
bottom, party on the
fully
top.
formal at the bottom.
Okay, well I was
Yeah,
gonna ask you.
it was quite interesting in Toronto back then. But I do remember like us coming to the year 2000 and everyone thinking, not the world's coming to the end, but computers weren't going to work and all that
Yes.
fun stuff. And
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah.
Even like watching old movies and them referencing
Yes.
like the 2000s,
Yeah.
it's like robots taking over the
Yeah.
world, AI.
yeah, it was quite interesting. People stocking up on water and different things, thinking that like
Like apocalyptic kind of thing.
Yeah, that once it was going to hit midnight, that's it. Everything was going to stop.
Do you actually-
Because computers wouldn't be able to work.
Yo, do you remember like New Year's Eve? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was like Happy New Year and
No way.
the light's going to turn off, the
Yeah.
elevator's going to
Just
stop.
everything just starts.
Yeah.
Yo, where were you?
I was, I want to say it was downtown Toronto.
Wow.
How old was I? 21.
Don't ask me.
21.
Believe you. Okay.
21.
Me.
Yeah.
You were me. There we go.
What would you have been doing on New Year's Eve?
I don't know. Probably panicking. I wasn't alive. Sorry. I was close though. 3 years later.
Yeah. Y2K.
Probably wouldn't have guessed that this is where we'd be in
Yeah,
2024.
there you go.
Podcasting.
So what else is special about Y2K?
I was lucky enough to go on a little thrift store field trip.
Okay.
With the one and only Natalie Sexton, who is
Okay.
the in-game host for the Tie
Yes.
Cats, also stylist / fashion expert.
Yeah.
And she styled me up in some clothes.
Yeah.
I was definitely dressed up.
Yeah?
Very, very like out of my comfort zone.
You were in the year 2000? So what
Yeah.
was it? Baggy pants?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you predict what I might have been wearing?
I'm trying to like
You're on with the baggy pants.
It is the baggy pants
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
right?
I had low-rise baggy jeans.
baggy jeans or like bells, like half bells at the bottom. Or,
Oh, I know
or
what you're
just all-
talking about. No, I didn't have
No.
those, but that would have been actually really good.
Yeah, they came in at some point.
Okay, fashion icon.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You can't remember. Okay, well I had the first.
I want to say like everyone used to color their hair,
Yeah.
guys included.
Yes, eyes. Sorry, what did you say?
Hair.
Oh yeah.
Color your hair.
Guys included.
Yeah,
Okay.
even my beard had a different color.
You should do that for Friday. You should color it orange.
I'd have to find the picture.
Do you have?
That was bleach blonde.
Did you actually do that?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no way.
That was the early 2000s. I
How-
want to say it was like 2001.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't think you had a beard long enough.
No, I did then. That was the last time I probably had a beard that long.
Bleach blonde
yeah.
beard Bobby.
Yes.
That's insane. I think maybe we should just, like, come on. It's the theme.
I should do it?
Yeah.
No. My wife actually asked me, are you going to like, she saw a picture of this from a few years back. She said like it was a lot darker. Maybe you should like dye it. I'm like, no. This is great.
You could do highlights.
All right,
the
it started
two-tone-
off very dark
the
with 2
two-tone's
lines of
iconic,
white.
though. Oh, and now it's like
all
opposite.
white and 2 lines of black.
How did that happen?
Not sure.
Okay. I need to see photos, though.
Yeah.
The blonde is funny.
You got to come in and see, well, if you come and look at the team photos in the locker room once we're done, you'll see
did?
the evolution of the beard.
Okay, I got
Then
it.
you see pre-beard and
Do
you're
you
like,
remember
who is
when-
that?
That's what Jelani was saying.
That's not him.
Last year, he was like, you'll never find a mid-beard Bobby.
Yeah.
But maybe if we do look at the reference, the photos and see.
Nah, there's mid-beard.
Okay. Well, for my fit, you're 1 for 1 in terms of the jeans. I had do you remember like velour tracksuits?
Yes.
Did you ever wear
Yes.
those?
No, not me. Not me.
Okay, I was really hoping you'd say no.
Not me.
Who did you know that would like wear them? Or do you just remember seeing them?
I think mostly females.
Yeah, mostly
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
I feel like there would definitely be some guys though, like
no.
velvet, the zip ups and stuff.
No. Can't remember.
Platform sneakers.
Platform sneakers.
Yeah, I was wearing platform sandals yesterday with that.
For a guy who wears a lot of different shoes, I don't really.
Yeah. Okay, come on.
Platform
You don't have a single pair of shoes that are a little bit platform?
sneakers, no.
It looks like you're running low on your collection, by the way.
There's a few that have traveled different places.
I know that nobody can see behind the camera right now, but I would say on average when I walk in, there's approximately 7 to 8 pairs of shoes in Bobby's office. And now we're looking at maybe 5.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you went into the suitcase, couple came to the game yesterday.
Yes.
You know, you decide last
They're
second
just first.
what you're gonna wear.
Oh, don't worry.
What do we got?
We've got a pair right here
Those
in
are
between
runners.
us.
Those are runners.
Oh, so those don't count for
There's
you.
a pair of boots back here too.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
Sure, if we crack that door open, there's a
there's
few in
more.
there.
Yeah. One of these days, I think we should do like a shoe collection.
We could.
That'd be fun, actually. We may as well, or they're going to waste because they just sit there.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just wanted to put that on your radar so you could keep an eye out for everybody's outfits on Friday.
Will do.
Hopefully, we save some platform sneakers, and I think you should just think about it, okay?
Yeah.
Think about maybe customizing your outfit.
All right. Off camera, I'll show you what maybe I can bring up.
Okay. Okay. Stay tuned, guys. Bobby, that's all.
All right,
Week
thank you.
18 next week.
This has been Behind the Beard with Mackenzie Barwell and Bobby Smyrniotis. If you like what you heard, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share.